People, you know, they look at the game and it is really violent, you know. But there's like at any given moment, there's about 50,000 people playing this really violent game.
Right.
But the weird thing is, you know, the people who don't play don't realize that when you play the game, you put yourself on the line. I mean, usually most people who play the game get killed more often than they kill. It is this reporter's view that somewhere in this equation lies the issue of military technology and the question of military service. Military issues, military history, weaponry, and whatnot, these things all seem to be a defining pole in the spectrum of masculinity.
Yeah, we made it through the subway and we're pressing the attack.
This may have something to do with the reality of power.
What about you, Conan? Are you part of a clan?
Huh?
Oh, he's in the middle of the game. Hey, Konanaka.
This reporter has found tremendous fascination with the perception of military things from men of all types and all political beliefs. Men who one would not normally associate with having any interest in such a thing are fascinated with this. This may relate to what confidential sources have called an inner emptiness in the male psyche. The phrase proving oneself seems to lie dormant in the nether reaches of every man this reporter's interview.
So, man, tell me, are you in a clan?
Yeah, I'm in CK1.
Pardon?
CK1.
CK1, where are they? Here?
Yeah, they're pretty much here.
How many guys?
I don't know. Total, like, probably like 20.
20 guys?
It's a Quake clan.
Oh, it's a Quake clan, right? The CPL just dropped Quake as their main game.
I know.
Like a couple, like within the last day or two.
What is it now?
CounterStrike, bud.
It's kind of like making fun of death, you know? It's kind of like making, like here's a game about the cutting edge, 21st century combat, and about what it means, I mean, like how our political organizations maintain power, you know? If some splinter group which is dangerous to society crashes off, needs to be sent into commandos, you know? And that's the reality, but we're making fun of it.
Oh, the humanity!
Which kind of play? I mean, one-on-one play, or do you mean team play?
Team play is good, but when it comes to skill-wise, he's not good. He's got no aim. He's got no aim. He'll hit everything but you.
The game itself is different from, you know, jumping around with a rocket launcher and shooting.
And that's what they're doing, like all the professional CounterStrike they're doing right now. It's all, they're trying to drive that visual action aspect of it, right? Like just, we don't care about we don't care about what's going on in the minds of the players. We just want to see them running around shooting at each other, right?
And that's
3-minute rounds, 5-man games, you know, go, you know, don't think, just twitch.
Which one's of the XX clan?
Us three.
You three? Oh yeah, do you guys have the same kind of teamwork as the dogs?
Yeah, it's more effective.
It's more effective? Who's your leader?
They live on tactics, but ours is always better. It's true.
Not only grew up playing Doom, grew up playing Quake, and now you have this game. You know, it's different weapons, a little bit of different objectives, but the mentality, there's a lot more to the game that hasn't been completely, it hasn't even been developed. I think we're scratching at it right now, but like in general,
Our skill is quite
Coming up.
good. So we're actually
I don't know, I haven't played the guys on the net, but I've talked to somebody that played SAS and they said they're not that impressive.
SAX?
Yeah.
You mean SX, the clan here?
No, SAS.
Oh, SAS.
Yeah.
Where are they from?
Somewhere in Saints or something. Yeah, it's in somewhere in Saints.
Is that another clan here?
No, it's a net clan.
Oh yeah.
So,
we beat RCF. We beat RCF.
Oh,
So good.
it's like the best clan in Quebec.
Yeah, that's kind of Quebec.
Watching this footage, I've seen stuff into like, you know, CounterStrike here was like such an opportunity. I totally didn't anticipate it, you know. He said we're gonna do CounterStrike, and all of a sudden the whole office went CounterStrike, and then because it was enclosed inside of the firewall, we got to create our own little CounterStrike world that was totally untouched by the rest of the world. So there's this whole continuity, like we all know the history of all the players, we know what they're like, you know, and the other thing is, like, I didn't know that I was so good at it.
Right.
Like, when I played, because in the internet, you never get you don't get a chance to train, you know?
That's right.
Like you can't train, you don't send guys raw into combat, and that's what you do in the internet.
What about you guys? Are you guys going into a tournament?
Oh yeah. We might
Did you
go to
register?
We might go to that CPL. Oh no, we can't. We didn't qualify.
You put yourself on the line.
Do you think CounterStrike is a martial art?
It can be. Yes.
Now what?
What I've watched of it is sometimes some players are able to just completely destroy everybody else.
Oh really? Would you consider CounterStrike martial art?
There's aspects of it that's similar to martial arts.
Yeah, like what?
The discipline, the certain strategies, the flow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got similarities, but a lot of things have similarities.
If we don't treat this game like a martial art, what are we going to do with it? If we don't treat it like a sport, how are we going to contain it? Are we going to ban it? Did I say the game had a dark side? It's almost more like the game is a dark side. And, you know, somehow we have to find, I'd like to find the good side to the game. The best model that I've been able to come up with is martial arts. You can argue that it isn't a sport because it isn't physical, but even modern combat is a good chunk of what happens in modern combat isn't physical. A lot of it is mental. A lot of any combat is mental.
For me, I find more appealing when I do this in paintball than at work. And if I ever, for any reason, happen to something in real life, I'm going to deal with it.
Right now, it's in those back alleys, it's in those dark shadows that all the martial arts work. We can drive it back into those shadows, or we can bring it out and try to dovetail it with something positive. And that's always been the ethos with martial arts.
Martial arts was designed as a lifestyle, so it incorporates a lot of aspects of it.
Yeah. Well, when you look into the history of martial arts, a lot of those aspects of it were added by, like, the monks. There were monks that found that people were taking the techniques and they were using them for the dark side of the force, kind of thing. So they didn't like that. So that they built in a lot of that, you know, like that Confucian
Spirituality.
Yeah, the whole idea of like the superior man wins by avoiding battle.
What, you want to see some?
Yeah, can you show some, do you, a moment like where it all happened.
Well, usually those are the, everything happens and the player doesn't really think about what's going on. It's just a state, you know, where they go through and everything is clear and focused. You know that map in the terrorist garage?
The assault or siege?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where the guys came in through, you know, and they wiped out the entire team, and there was like 5 of them versus me.
What's going on? We got like 5 guys. 5 on 1.
Right, I remember that. Yeah.
After that, I was like, wait a second, you know. That was like above, over the top, you know. It was like, it was so. It was so beyond just skill. And
Not all of them. He's only gonna get one more guy.
Became one with the universe. The force is strong. They're just one.
You know, people are spending their youth, they're spending years, hours, they will be spending years trying to be cyber warriors, you know, trying to be warriors. Well, why? What are they getting out of it?
And most of them don't do it. Most of them don't make it, but they still go back in. And they try. Like, why did they do that?
Final thoughts? You want to say something, Carter, before we go?
I want to give Dave something here as captain of the team for legitimately whooping our ass. This little trophy of it.
You guys did a good job. You really taught us some lessons.
No, this is a useful thing.
Yeah.
Right? But anyway, I think you basically
Thanks.
holding your
Should I
team
look at it
together.
now?
Sure, open it up.
I love the mail wrapping job of a plastic bag. That's very guy, Carter. Thanks a lot.
And you know what? And I'm very thankful that you only put it in the plastic bag. Wow.
You like that?
Looks like a Japanese sword fighting book.
Five rings.
Yeah.
Classic guide to strategy. Oh, I know this book. Nice.
Very good. Very good. Thank you very much.
Nice.
Thank you very much.
Sure.
That's great.
Read that. It will teach you many things
Teach you many things.
that are applicable to this game.
Awesome, guys. Awesome. Guys, thanks a lot for putting up with me sticking the camera in your face, even when you didn't want me to. And I had a really good time watching.
Thank you.
Cool. Night, everybody.